What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 99 of the Party Chat podcast. I am your host, Squiggy, and I am joined this week by Slazo and Laura. Again, hello.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Hello. How are you both?
I'm good, thank you.
Doing pretty well. How's about you?
I'm good. It's all good. Just came back from holiday. Nice little break. But yeah. Have you been playing much this week?
I played some Uncharted Lost Legacy, isn't it called? The new one?
Yes.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
It sat in front of me. Yeah, I did the first 4 chapters.
Is it good?
That's where I'm at.
Quick review.
It's really fun. It's basically, if you love Uncharted 4, you'll love this. It's just obviously, because it's, you get it, the extended edition. It's just cool. It's nice to play this game and see it work without Nathan Drake. It just proves the point that, the series is probably never going to die. It's a franchise.
Yeah.
That doesn't need its main style. So it basically just proves that it basically is Uncharted 4, but just proves it. Nathan Drake doesn't have to be in it for it to be a thing.
Uh-huh. Cool. That sounds good. I've got it next to me, actually, which it came when I was away, so I'm going to... It's on my list. It's a long list. No, Uncharted I'll get to probably next week. It's not, from what I've heard, it's only about 7 hours long, so be fine.
It's 15 hours if you do it properly, apparently.
It's 15 hours if you're Laura, 7 hours for everyone else.
No, it's 15 hours, literally. If you Google it, it comes up saying it's 15 hours. No, I'm joking, because I Googled it.
Nah, 7 hours. I'm going with 7 hours. So have you been playing anything this week?
I mean, to be boring, I've just been Destiny still. And I played some Forza Horizon 3, but it was mainly just cleaning up things I still need to do in Destiny, getting all the focal points in Forza Horizon 3 and all the roads and all the signs. Just loads of menial, get 100% collectible stuff. So.
I feel like I should probably go back to Destiny as well and finish stuff that I need to do on there.
You've got a week and a bit, Squiggy.
I know. We need to sort my clan out as well. Has Mike done that?
I don't know if he's converted it to a Destiny 2 plan yet.
Well, I'll work that one out. Plenty of time, I think. We'll see.
Got time. We'll all group up in the week or something and get the last few things done.
Yeah, definitely.
We can do strikes with 3 people, right?
Yeah.
Strikes, I mean raids.
Yes.
Oh, no. I mean, strikes are for 3 people. And then
yeah, that's why I said it and went, no, that's not what I meant. Raids.
3 people there? Who needs 3? Just me and you, Slazo.
I mean, it came out 2 years ago. We've got to be able to take it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be high enough levels now. I mean, I've just reached level 40, so it's fine. Just for the record, I haven't just reached level 40. Just throwing that one out there.
No. Well, I mean, you're at level 40, mate, 'cause you had Rise of Iron, and you had to be 40.
Yeah,
Rise of Iron.
Good point, well put. Yeah.
How about you? Been playing anything, or has holiday consumed all your time?
I spent the playing Mario Kart 8, doing all the tracks at 150cc, all the original tracks on Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. So I did all of those Grand Prix.
Oh, right, okay.
On the way there. Then on the way back, I did all of the ones with all the tracks from all the older games.
Oh, right, the red side.
I've got used to it more. Yeah. So I did all of them on the way back.
So you've done all 150cc now?
All apart from the last of the new ones of DLC 2.
Oh, the Zelda one?
Yeah, so was it the Animal Crossing one?
One of them.
Apart from that one, I've done everything but that. And
3 stars, right?
Yeah.
No, that is a man who hasn't got 3 stars.
Do you know what it is, right? I say this about when I play 150cc on any Mario Kart game. It's not about skill. It's about how unlucky.
I'm not going to lie to you. It's about skill. It's about skill.
Alright, so it's both. Because, yes, skill matters, but I've said before Mario Kart 8 has more chances of getting a blue shell than any other Mario
Skill
game,
does not matter when you're on the last bend, on the last lap, and you get a blue shell, followed by a red shell, followed by a green shell, followed by someone boosting into you and knock you over. and finishing
I'm
in
gonna be
7th
honest.
place. That
It sounds like
not...
you were a bit of a dick in the first 2 laps, and revenge was theirs.
Well, probably, yeah. But that's not the point. But yeah.
To be fair, there is, it's rare, but you can get the item that fends off blue shells.
The boombox thing.
The boombox, yeah.
I think I got that twice in the flight there and flight
What
back
annoys
over
me is, I get that and I'm like, perfect, and then somebody gets a boo, and it's like, no, come back.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
Why is this in the game as well?
But yeah, I played a bit of Sonic Mania as well.
Oh shit!
Ooh, how was that?
I've enjoyed it. It's weird because obviously it's not the Sonic I remember, if that makes sense. Like from playing on the Mega Drive, because it's all new, isn't it? All the levels and stuff. But
I mean, all the each zone literally starts off with the same as a classic Sonic level and then changes. So
that's what I mean. So it's weird.
It's older and new.
Yeah, it's weird, because it's oh, I remember this part, and then suddenly I'm stuck with walls around me, thinking, well, where do I go here? Then obviously you jump on the little platform which you can't see hidden in the rocks, or you break the rocks down. It's yes, I remember that. But
break the rocks down.
Yeah, but no,
Sorry.
really enjoying that. I really want to play more. I only did Green Hill Zone, which is the first zone, and the Chemical Plant, I think it is the second one.
That's the zone. So, yeah.
And I was absolutely... Back in the day, I could not get past the Chemical Plant. Ever. I literally couldn't. I was that bad at Sonic, I couldn't. This time, did it first time. Nailed it.
Seriously?
So, #smashed. That's what I'm going with.
Damn.
Yeah.
Squiggy's good at Sonic.
Don't judge me. I was bad at games back then.
Okay.
Don't even bother saying, what about
I think
now?
I actually was better when I was younger. I'm still convinced I was better when I was younger.
I had better reaction time.
I think I was quicker at picking up stuff as well. You've seen me play Smash, and I wasn't bad at Smash on N64. So either that's an easier Smash to learn, or I genuinely was just better as a kid.
I think the one I can tell it on is Pokemon Puzzle League, where I'm how did I react this quickly when I was younger? I physically can't move the cursor fast enough now.
I mean, I do love going back and playing older games. We are called Retro Remastered for a reason at some point.
Whoa, we cover retro. I don't believe you.
I mean, crazy. But I like the stuff I was good at Banjo. You play Banjo-Kazooie now, and it's and I'm I don't understand as a kid how I got this so quickly. Have I literally become stupid? And I think the answer is yes. So before you say it.
No, I've found that playing. What was it? Well, Crash Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm.
I was awful at that.
To be fair, that's harder if you compare the new one.
Yeah, but it's not that. Even when I was playing the original that I did as a kid, I was I'm way better at finding the jigsaws and I know what I'm doing more. It's kind of it's just weird how I was just oh, this is the correct thing to do, and GoldenEye, much better as that as a kid. There might be a reaction thing again, when you're walking out corners and you're playing Golden Gun mode. Yeah. Definitely better as a kid for firing first, being all Han Solo style.
I'm Han Solo.
I was also better at that when I was younger, the Dance and Star Wars game. That's because my joints didn't hurt so much, because I'm old.
Yeah, you are.
I'm old now. But yeah, it's insane when you look at it like that. But yeah, that's all I got. Yes. I don't know why I went on this detour just to prove that I played games.
Let's get back. I just
wanted to prove I played games at some point. That's all. That's all I wanted.
Let's get back on track with a bit of housekeeping and a bit of news about this podcast. So normally we talk about gaming news. We're going to talk about some podcast news to start with.
My God!
So this is episode 99 of the Party Chat podcast. You can find us every Wednesday on YouTube until next week, when our final episode 100, goes live, and we are going to say a farewell next week. Probably explain a little bit more about it, but just so everyone knows, this is our penultimate episode of the Party Chat podcast, and it's been fun. It's been fun, guys.
I will miss you guys.
Yeah. I was going to say, we're never going to talk to each other again after this. So
I know. I will miss. I'll miss you guys.
Quiet. I mean, what?
Oh.
But yeah, no.
I have Sundays. I can do things.
I can play
That's
games.
a lie. Oh, you come to MK Dons? Is everyone from MK Dons?
No. But yeah, after next week's episode 100, the Party Chat podcast will be no more. We will probably talk a bit more about it next week, about maybe future plans or what's going on, or what we're all going to be doing individually if we go on to pastures new and do different things.
Wow, that sounds like you... Oh God, have I got to line something up? Oh no. I've got a week.
You've got a week. Sort something
I've
out,
got a
Laura.
week to line something out. Oh god, everyone's going on to
to be
better
fair,
things.
Squiggy has his things. I have plans. Yeah, Laura.
Yeah.
I wasn't pre-warned about this. Oh god.
So basically, next
why?
week we'll talk about mine and Slazo's plans for the future, and
my plans for unemployment and homelessness.
yes,
Well done, guys.
yes,
Got
basically
this.
that. If anyone would like to donate to Laura, just send me a DM and I'll send you the payment details. I'll make sure she gets
please.
the money. Don't worry.
Please do, guys, because apparently everyone's planned their future and I haven't. My bad.
But for now, let's move on with episode 99. This is going to be the last ever normal podcast. We'll go with normal. None of these podcasts are normal, to be honest, but we'll go with
I
it.
hope a normal podcast didn't discuss me being homeless, because that's so weird.
You'd be
if we
surprised
consider
what me
it-
and Slazo have talked about when you haven't been here.
Oh god,
But let's
okay.
jump straight into the news like we have done for most of our previous 98 episodes. 98 episodes, because we're on 99. With the news, and there are 8 items on my list. Dun dun dun. No? Okay. So, first one is...
Was I meant to react to that?
Yes, please react, Slazo. For the last episode,
Oh
for the last
my
episode
god,
of news, please react.
8 whole items. Holy shiz nipples.
Thank you, Slazo. It's only taken 99 episodes, but I finally have a reaction. So, first one is to do with the Xbox One X, which was codenamed as Project Scorpio, which was a better name, just for the record. So, basically at Gamescom, Microsoft Microsoft announced, I'll get this right eventually, it's only been doing it 99 episodes, Microsoft announced a Project Scorpio edition of the Xbox One. It's a special edition, Day 1 edition. It features a custom controller. It's got Project Scorpio printed on the controller and the console. It's a custom colour, I believe, as well. And it comes with a vertical stand. I don't know
black?
No, I think it's a different black.
Slightly darker black.
Yeah. I don't actually know what it is, but I think it's different. I think it's the controller's got all black buttons as well. That is the same price, £449. Pre-orders went live, I think, last week, and a lot of places have only got 1 or 2 left. A lot of American places have sold out. I know my local game still had a couple left. But yeah.
Do you still get the Day 1 achievement?
I don't know. You probably get the Project Scorpio achievement or something. But I mean, it's a cool thing to do, I suppose. But
Yeah, I've got no problem with this.
No.
I think it's like they did Day 1 edition when the Xbox One originally came out, and I thought that's a cool thing to do.
yeah, I think it's nice to have it as like Project Scorpio edition, which is what it was called. I quite like that. Yeah. Anyone getting one?
No.
That was a resounding no.
I have
mean, there
no
was the
interest.
There was the time when I was considering it, and when they announced the price, and I was like, okay, no.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I've got a. Have you got an S, Slazo?
Yeah, I've got an S.
Yeah, and like the S does output in 4K for certain games and for Blu-rays and stuff like that. So I'm not really fussed about the more powerful one at the minute. There's no games that are really selling it to me. It'll all be for multi-platform games. So
Yeah. I mean, I was intrigued because it would still be the best performing one of the Xbox One, but certainly now I've got one, I don't regret spending less than half the money on it. So there's that.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm not interested at all. Anyway, moving on to the next item. So, The Sims 4 came out how long ago?
A while. I mean, I think I remember having money and I didn't decide whether to purchase it, so...
It came out a long time ago anyway. And at Gamescom, EA have announced the newest Sims 4 expansion, which was so cool, by the way. Cats and dogs. And they brought
About
a dog.
time.
They brought a dog onto the stage when they announced it, and that dog was so cute. So
Wow,
cute.
we know how to sell games to Squiggy now, guys.
If an Xbox
cute.
One X came with a dog, a cute
Could
dog.
you imagine? Oh, buy the Xbox One X or the dog
I
gets
can't
it.
wait now, next year at E3, instead of like a car, Microsoft just lower
my God.
a dog
Oh, lower,
onto the
good. I
stage.
thought you were going to say drop, and I was just like, ooh, well, that's not going to go
Yeah,
well
that
for
could
them.
go badly. Yeah.
I mean, I am kind of cool at The Sims 4, you know, because I haven't really got into Sims 4 because it just felt so much not as big an improvement. Sims 2 to Sims 3 was a leap. Sims 3 to Sims 4,
3.5, right?
yeah, kind of. And Sims 4, yeah, but it also gave you a different stuff, but it also took away so much and some really cool features. So you kind of like a preference thing? Like, if you enjoyed that style, then say with Sims 3. But the thing is, I find it hard to get excited for these expansions when I remember having Sims 2 with pets or Sims 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or it's really weird to go like,
this expansion once.
Yeah, I bought into the whole I could have dogs and cats, and it just feels like it's cool I can have them now in Sims 4 if I own the game, but I don't, so therefore I'm not really excited about this idea because it's not exactly showing they have many original ideas when we're going back round again. So... yeah.
I have not played a Sims game since the first one, so I can't. I can't give you any reasonable opinions on this.
Same.
You not played one? Both of you never played Sims 2 or Sims 3?
Nope.
No.
I had all the expansions for the original Sims, and I never played it after that. But yeah,
I tried Sims 1. I couldn't get into it.
I love Sims 1, but I never played anything after that. But yeah, this expansion pack, basically they said you can experience a cuddly companionship and delightful surprises cats and dogs will bring into their Sims' daily lives.
Right, is that it? Is it just cats and dogs?
It's got a brand new veterinary business, so you can basically create your own clinic and everything.
So no guinea pigs or
Nope.
like cats.
Nope.
I'm
Or
sorry, I
canary.
don't believe your
Budgie.
response was, who are you playing as, an old lady in this? No guinea pigs.
What? Oh no kid owns a guinea pig or a
No,
hamster.
it was more the canary comment.
No cool kid owns a guinea pig.
No cool kid owns. No one under the age of 75 owns a
Sorry, are
canary.
the only pets in your universe cats and dogs, though? Does nothing else exist
No,
outside
I'm
the
just
model?
canaries. It was a weird choice that you went straight.
That was
to
like the
canary.
third or the fourth one I
Yeah, it was
said.
still higher up. Where's the chinchillas and the parrots?
What do you think the most common bird people own is? It's canary or
Parrot.
budgie, I'm pretty sure.
Parrot.
It's not parrot.
When you take out the over 75s, parrot.
Not a bloody parrot.
I want some research, guys.
What's wrong with parrots?
There's nothing wrong with parrots.
I mean, they're
It's
giant,
canary.
great birds. They're a lot of effort compared to a canary or a budgie.
So anyway, basically, the
Or
Sims...
fish! Why can't I have goldfish?
The goldfish are already in Sims as standard,
So
or they
you-
were in Sims
You
3
can't
as
take a
standard.
goldfish for a walk in the new area that's in the
I
Sims
mean, to be
expansion.
fair, that makes sense.
try.
Brindleton Bay,
Goldfish in a bowl.
where Sims can play fetch near the harbour docks, take a walk to the lighthouse, visit a park to set up an obstacle course, meet other pet-loving locals, and even find stray pets that the Sims can take in as their own, or steal someone else's pet.
I mean...
Now.
I didn't say rabbit, I'm an idiot. Okay.
You see my point? It's just you went to canary, and I just didn't know...
Number 6. Like, birds are number 5. Sorry, no they're not. Birds are number, 3.
Yeah, but this comes out on the 10th of November, coming to PC and Mac. Yeah.
I'm not excited about this, not gonna lie.
I'm assuming you need to have the Sims 4, like all the other expansions to play it, yeah. But yeah, there you go. Coming out November the 10th. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And next on the list is to do with Sea of Thieves. So, during Microsoft's Gamescom show last week, a week ago I think, today, the lead designer of the game on PC and the executive producer announced that Windows 10 players can play with Xbox One and Xbox One X players when Sea of Thieves launches in early 2018. And basically, on the website, they went into a bit more detail about how it's going to work. Basically saying, this is quite strange, like to get the balancing right, and they threw up a few stats. We found that PC players were 4.5% more efficient at killing skeletons than Xbox players.
Okay, I mean... Yes!
And, yeah, so I don't know if they're going to try and, if you're
I
playing
really hope they're not going to try and, fine-tune it. That would be a bit weird.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I
never
mean.
going to be perfect, is it? And then they might just end up messing stuff up.
Yeah,
Just
I think
me?
I think it's basically I don't know if they're going to sort of change a bit of when they're playing PvP and stuff like that, make balancing a bit more for keyboard
Well, I
mouse
mean,
against
isn't-
controller.
To be fair, there's usually the thing, isn't there, that consoles usually get some kind of auto-aim or aim assist against PC users
Yeah,
when
so
it's
them-
PC versus console.
yeah, so they might do that as well. Yeah, but
I mean, yeah, that's
it's
the thing. Weirdos.
cool they're doing cross-platform for it, I think, and it's quite
Yeah, that's-
it's quite weird that they've managed to analyze it that well that they know that they're 4.5% more efficient. I mean, obviously I wasn't playing PC at the time, so if I was, it probably would have been 0.5% more efficient, but that's not the point.
Not gonna lie to you, Squiggy. That's a lie.
What? I'm saying I'm bad.
Oh, I was trying to say... Oh.
Wow.
Oh, carry on.
Yeah, so so I'm bad at that. Speaking of if you're bad at games, the next news item could help you a lot. And you, Laura.
Oh, I know what it is now.
Oh, I hate
like,
you
what's
so
he on
much.
about?
Did you like my segue into it?
Oh,
I thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
Still, episode 99, still knocking those segues out the park. Boom.
I hate you.
So, Horizon Zero Dawn is getting easy mode patch today. Well, not today, last week. Yes, last week. Came out last week.
Okay.
The new story difficulty setting boosts your damage while reducing enemy damage considerably. And they've also, the updates also added a few other sort of game fixes into it, but that's the big one. So yeah, Laura, you can finally...
I mean, how hard was it in regular difficulty? Because you've both played
Right.
it.
It's not a hard game, so I don't know why he's being this guy, but it was fine.
Because I finished it.
I haven't played. I've just stopped playing it.
I don't think it's hard. I don't think
It's standard. It's standard. I would say level. Like I'm playing on whatever the normal difficulty is named. Even if I selected that, I don't think I did. I don't think you select difficulty. I can't even remember.
I can't remember either. I don't think you do.
But,
well, you might, but I didn't change it anyway.
Yeah, it was standard, but I left it on standard. But the thing is with it just kind of, you feel like you're learning as you're going on, learning new skills. It doesn't feel like a challenge. I don't think I've died. Can't think of... Yeah, so I don't understand why there's an easy mode.
Times, but...
Yeah, but you finish the game, so you're probably further in it, and I'm assuming the enemies get harder. I feel like I'm still learning about each different creature.
Yeah, there's a few. Yeah. Once you get... The thing is, though, a lot of it, there's a lot of places you can just sort of... I found a lot of places when I was struggling that you can just sort of hide in a corner and the enemy can't hit you, and you can still hit them with your ranged weapons and everything. Like, if I was struggling, I would find myself doing that, so it's like... It's not that difficult. Shouldn't be saying that. I cheated the game. But yeah, no, it's not mental hard to need a... To need a... Whatchamacallit?
Easy mode.
That's the one, thank you. An easy mode. I knew it was the word I was forgetting. Yeah, but no, I think if it means more people can experience the game, though, then, you know, I'm all for that, because it is a very good game, which I think people do need to play. And some people are often put off by the difficulty of those games, because
it's not Dark Souls, like, it's true.
I know, but I think it's one
I
of
have
them
not heard anyone, like, say, oh, I was considering Horizon, but man, difficulty. Like, no.
Well, Laura was considering finishing it, but man...
I'm considering finishing it, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how you get on, Laura, towards the end. But no, I didn't feel the need of thinking, oh, I should turn the difficulty down here. I never felt that at all. So, there you go. Next on my list is to do with the Crew 2. So, the Crew 2 was shown off at E3 with planes, boats, and cars, obviously.
I thought it was automobiles. God damn. Sorry.
That's planes, trains, and automobiles.
Damn it.
Close.
Carry on.
Close. Yeah, so that was shown off at E3, and there's a release date for it now, coming March the 16th next year.
Next year?
Yeah. Well, they said next year, but I don't think they actually give a date for it, so...
Yeah.
I think it's sooner than I thought. It's probably going to get delayed, let's be honest.
I'm tempted.
I'm really tempted by it.
Because, like, when they announced it, it was like, oh man, I've always wanted a racing game that's everything. And ever since Criterion didn't manage to get their one out, so this seems like the next best thing.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much the same. I'm quite interested in it.
Hopefully it realises its potential.
Yeah, I think at Gamescom as well they showed off a gameplay trailer, which I've not checked out yet, which I'm going to. Because I really liked the look of the first one, but a few things did let it down for me. I played the demo, I think it was, and the car handling wasn't that good, and that's what really...
Was this the one that was an Ubisoft game, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's a radio tower, but I'm a racing game.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it was, yeah. And I sort of ruined it a bit as well, but no, I'm excited to play this one. I really am. But we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see
it should be good.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, like, further down the line. I can't even say we're going to talk about it later on now. I'm sad.
I mean, maybe you'll talk about it on your own channel.
Maybe I will, Slazo, but we'll talk about that next week.
Oh,
I don't want to give everything away.
Yeah, when everyone's got their plans of moving on, Laura's sat here going, "Oh, I had a sandwich today." Carry on.
Laura's going to do a sandwich making course.
I'm going to hold you to that next week. I want you to say that at some point next week.
At the university, I think it's at the university in Nottingham. I think it's Nottingham. They do a sandwich making course. Maybe I'll look into it.
Cooking?
During the show. No, not cooking. It's only sandwich. It only covers sandwiches.
Work at Subway. You could be a sandwich artist.
I was about to say that. You could be a sandwich artist. Oh, Laura, do it. Do it.
Stop it and carry on with this podcast. Don't peer pressure me into a career I do not want.
I'm just trying to get you a career, Laura.
Oh,
I'm trying to help.
Don't you want to be an artiste?
She wants to be an artist of words, not an artist of ham and cheese.
Oh god, I love ham and cheese.
Yeah, I thought you might. Anyway.
Delicious foot long.
Alright, Slazo.
I like a foot long. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
News.
News. After that, Final Fantasy 15 is getting free Assassin's Creed crossover DLC.
Wait, what? So I can dress up as Ezio? What?
You can dress up as someone.
I don't know. Who?
So this is getting... The expansion is due on the 29th of August and lasts until the 31st of January 2018. It's been dubbed the Assassin's Festival. And basically, Noctis is dressed as an Assassin's Creed lead character. And I think the whole town is in on the gag as well. And basically, when
he tries to go at someone with a knife, they're like, "Oh, not this." Funny man.
Is it Tillum? Is that the place?
I could not tell you, Squiggy. I've not played enough of 15.
Oh well. But anyway, that's it's celebrating a murderous holiday, apparently.
Yay! Murder!
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about. It's free crossover DLC. I mean, people are complaining that it's crossing over, but it's free. It's not as if they're charging for it.
Hey man, I got to play as the Regalia in Forza and Horizon 3. That was cool. So I'm all for more crossover.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not as if they're charging for it. So it's like, if you don't like it, don't.
If you don't like it, don't choose it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Moving along. That's quick. That one, to be honest. That's very quick. Next is to do with games with gold games for September. So they were announced. Xbox One titles is Forza 5.
Ooh, nice. I don't have to pay for that, because that's weirdly kept its value.
Why would you want to...
Isn't it Forza 7 coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was, yeah. I just couldn't remember.
Sorry, Laura, what were you going to say? Why would I what?
Why do you want Forza 5?
Because I've not played it.
Okay. I mean, fair question.
It's a fair point.
I like racing games.
I like to race. I like to race my car. Broom, broom. Yeah, Forza 5. I was going to say Forza Horizon 5, but we're not that far in yet. And Oxenfree.
Yeah, that's another good game.
I think I might download both of them.
Oxenfree is kind of cool because it does a lot of cool stuff with like speaking that you don't see in a lot of games. So you can interrupt other people speaking, and choosing not to speak is an actual choice. Like, conversations will go in a different way if you choose to be silent, as opposed to saying A or B. So
yeah, I've heard
there's some really cool stuff.
I've heard good things about it. I've not played it, but I've heard good things, and since it's free, I may as well give it a go. That is free from the 16th of September to the 15th of October. Forza 5 is free for the entire month. Xbox 360 titles is Hydro Thunder Hurricane, which is a
brilliant boat racing game that is better than whatever shite Laura nominated for the top 50.
I'm not, Slazo, I'm like, are you being serious? I'm not actually sure if you are or not. I can't tell.
I loved Hydro Thunder.
Do you know what? I'm going to give it a go then.
Right. You might not love it as much as I did because I have nostalgia.
He's already distanced.
No. Yeah. I loved Hydro Thunder on the N64, so I love it on the thing, and I think it's a really great boat racing game. But as I discovered when we did that podcast and Laura was bigging up whatever it was it Wave Race?
Yeah. Race 64.
I discovered I have very different opinions in terms of boat racing. So.
Yeah, I might give that a go. That is available from the 16th to the 1st to the 15th of September, sorry. And Battlefield 3 is the other one, and that's available from the 16th to the 30th of September.
I played 3. How good was that?
I enjoyed 3, I think. I can't remember.
Can't remember which one's which
I
anymore.
know, that's the thing, they're so alike. I think I enjoyed 3.
Cool.
I feel like I did.
Either
I don't
way,
think I...
this is a good month for Xbox Live games with gold.
Yeah, I mean...
It is a really good month. It's actually quite packed randomly. Just randomly, it's like a good month. It's weird.
Yeah, I think I'll definitely be at least picking up 3 of them.
I mean, they're free.
Well,
Picking up all of them.
Battlefield's the one I'm not bothered about. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
you're
even-
still adding to your library.
I probably won't, to be honest.
Because why not?
I probably won't.
Why wouldn't you?
It's Battlefield.
free.
It's Battlefield.
free.
Yeah, but I've played the single
Free.
player. I don't care.
free.
The multiplayer's not going to be full. So.
Free.
All right, Slazo. I'll add it to my library then.
You say my player's not going to be free. To play it, to get it, you have to have gold. So,
Yeah. Well.
I mean,
Anyway, moving along from that. So, this is one that I wasn't actually going to talk about, but Slazo mentioned this one. So, the ex-Valve writer Mark Laidlaw, I think it is the name,
sure.
who worked on Half-Life, Half-Life 2, and all the episode ones. He published a summary of the series' next chapter on his blog. And basically, it's what people think is Half-Life 2, Episode 3. That's what they think. But basically, since then, I think he's come out and said that it's just fanfic.
You say that's the thing. He's saying that I'd like to cover himself because I mean everyone's gender swapped in it again to cover himself. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I know like it's certainly I've seen a lot of Half-Life fans go like, man, this brings us closure after all these years. So it seems to be a good way to finally be able to put Half-Life Episode 3 / Half-Life 3 / whatever behind us, considering it's never gonna happen. So
yeah, pretty much. It's never ever going to happen.
It was a nice way to see that, like out of nowhere. Just here you go. Here's bringing some closure to this thing that's been a joke in the industry for over a decade.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite cool they've done it. But
I mean, it feels like it's better late than never sort of attitude towards it. I don't know if it's gone past the point of like just about the whole thing.
Yeah. But yeah, that there's a big thing on his blog. I don't know if is it still there. I don't know if he's taken it down.
I don't know if it's still on his because I know his website crashed due to traffic overload. I know it's been saved elsewhere. So.
Yeah, it's been saved in different places, and they've actually changed all the names in the different places as well.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I think it's quite cool. If it's giving people closure, I suppose, because it's not going to happen for a very, 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 very ever. Who knows? If Valve suddenly decide they need money, they might release it, but I don't think Valve need money.
Hey, they're making Artifact, which we didn't talk about when it got announced, but they don't need money. They're fine.
But yeah,
they have their Dota 2 card game.
They do.
Oh, Dota 2 card game fun. Everyone's favourite.
And that...
Can't name a person that plays it.
The news
Sorry.
for this week. So normally we would go to talk about the releases, but
Which
this forms... No, we're going to do your plugs and then...
Slazo, don't ruin the surprise! Building up a nice segue, bits of
I'm you know what it is? I'm just getting confident at this hosting thing, 99 episodes in, and then you just take it away from me. And... Guys, this is why the podcast is ending.
I've got enough. I'm not holding anything back. Salt Mine's back this week. Surprise!
Slazo's in the salt
Or
mine
you're
again.
in it.
Yeah, so normally we'd go into releases this week, but what we're going to do is that's going to form our topic of the week with a few other things thrown in there. So we'll go straight into plugging, and Slazo's going to plug something.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah. What do you mean? Oh, it's the same thing I plug every week.
Well, everyone's got future plans. I'm just trying to get on board here, Slazo.
So, Saturday Morning Switch. This week's episode covered Pokken Tournament DX, or the demo of it, which isn't the greatest of demos and kind of hammers home a lot of the problems of the original game. But maybe they'll improve some of the stuff. There's still a month. They could announce something cool new for it. But yeah, if you want to see my thoughts on Pokken Tournament DX, check out that video. And then this episode Saturday Morning Switch will be looking back at the first 6 months of the system and how far it's come for this console that we didn't even know about until this year. So, yeah, look forward to that as I reflect on 6 months and 5 million or so sales. I think just under 5 million. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. And that'll also be the last episode of Saturday Morning Switch, but...
Oh, the emotions!
Whoa, we didn't discuss this.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers. I mean, it may, like, we'll talk more about it next week, but, like, for now, that will be the last episode of Saturday Morning Switch.
Dun, dun, dun. So this is also going to tell us about what's happening with Saturday Morning Switch as well.
I mean, everyone's got an announcement. I might just find an announcement next week and be like, guys, I've got some breaking news. And that's where I'm leaving it right now, because I haven't got any breaking news this week, but next week.
You've already blown your breaking news load, Laura, like, on Wednesday, so...
No, I'm good. I got I don't call it a comeback. Don't, because it isn't going to be one, but you get the point.
Don't call it a comeback. No, don't. Please don't.
Seriously.
Anything either of you want to plug?
Apart from my announcement next week, no. So, Squiggy?
Apart from my announcement next week, no.
Oh, I felt shade from Squiggy there.
You know what? I feel like EA announcing an announcement. I feel a bit like EA right now. It's quite cool. I like it. Anyway, so that brings us on to our topic of the week, and because this is our last ever normal Party Chat podcast, we all thought that we should talk about the major releases between now and the end of the year. There's quite a lot to get through, so this is why obviously our releases coming out this week have been abandoned. I've got a list.
I mean, to be fair, one of them's coming out this week.
Yeah,
which one is it,
be
Slazo?
playing it down.
I mean,
wait and see.
It's the Destiny, right?
No, it comes out next week.
Oh,
It comes out the day episode 100 will go live.
oh man, well this is awkward. Episode 100 is silence, is like me and Squiggy are off playing Destiny 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Episode 100 is the sounds of Destiny.
You're welcome to join, Laura, but I know you won't.
Someone bite me. I'm sure.
If anyone would like to buy Laura a new robot voice box and a copy of
I was gonna
Destiny,
say, yeah, buy a new microphone.
yeah, for episode 100. So anyway, first game on the list is Destiny 2. That's what I've got. Comes out on the 6th of September. I'm excited.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it, so I can't bitch. But I wish I'd seen more of it in the build-up. Like, I'm not massively excited, but it'll still be the same old Destiny with the same old gameplay, and I'll still enjoy that. And there's a lot we haven't seen, like menu systems and all that I'm assuming is going to be. They'll take what they've learned for 3 years on Destiny and implement it well, so it'll be better in the long term in terms of what you can do. So, I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm also fully accepting the story's probably going to be garbage. But Destiny was never about the story, so...
It's about the multiplayer.
I mean, it's about shooting people in the head, and that being really satisfying.
It is very satisfying. It's one of the most... I think it's
That's
one
why
of the
I
most...
come back to it.
Yeah,
That's why I've been
yeah.
playing it for the past month, because for all its problems, I like shooting people in Destiny.
I still feel it's like one of the most polished first-person shooters, like mechanic-wise and stuff like that.
It still amazes me to this day, because anyone who knows, like, if people know me, know I'm not the biggest Halo fan that's out there. So
Really? You hide it so well.
So I didn't put a lot of stock into Destiny before launch, and then playing it, I was like, oh, this is really fun. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how it turns out, but cautiously optimistic with Destiny 2.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to it, to be honest. I'm just looking forward to going back into the Destiny world and just the controls of Destiny, like... The game, the game and the story could be absolute shite, but if it controls as well, if it plays as well as the first one played, I don't care. And that's...
I was going to say, is it one of those things that nothing else can really replace? Because that's the thing. The other day, when everyone's getting hyped about Destiny, I was looking at my shelf of games that are similar to Destiny, that that didn't require me to have online, PS Plus wise. You know, that sort of like thing. And I guess Halo is the closest, but it's nothing like Destiny that I own, especially on my console.
See, now I think about it, is Xbox One even getting like a shooter this year? I don't think it is.
Destiny.
Outside of like
Destiny.
I mean,
Yeah,
outside.
I mean,
like,
it's getting Destiny.
I mean, like, it's no Halo or Gears.
No Halo or Gears. No.
It's Halo Wars, isn't it?
Halo
Halo Wars
came out,
2, which came out, yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
nothing. which is
I can't. It's really
Weird.
weird because the Xbox
Yeah.
is a shooter console, and I'm like, where's my shooter?
I mean, there's quite a few shooters coming out, but yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't got like a big franchise to launch with the X. Now I think about it.
They do Forza Motorsport 7, which we may as well talk about now since I've mentioned it.
Go for it.
I may as well talk about that. So Forza Motorsport 7, it's more Forza Motorsport.
Broom broom.
I prefer the Horizon games personally. I think you do as well, Slazo. Laura, I'm assuming you do as well?
Yeah, I do. How can you not like the open world of Forza?
It's a case of, like, I don't dislike the main Forza series, but, I mean, I can't comment on anything after 4, but certainly after playing 3 and 4, these get very laborious very quickly. And I've got Drive Club for that kind of thing, whereas Horizon is kind of, hey, you like open world races, here's an open world racer where you have fun and smash into things and do lots of cool things, and kind of like Burnout Paradise, but not quite as Smash-centric, but I really enjoyed Forza Horizon, and that's why I'm so high on the franchise, and Forza Horizon was one of the games I had to have with my Xbox One.
Yeah, I like the Forza Horizon games.
Still need to play 2.
I've not played 2 either, actually.
Oh, shit.
I played the first one.
I've never played Horizon 2.
But yeah, no, I think I prefer like the more open world racing game to a just track. Here's a track, race this track simulator game, because I've already, like you said, I've got Drive Club.
Yeah.
Drive Club's enough, I think. But I mean, I have played all the demos of the Forza games, so like 5 is obviously out on Games on Gold next week. 6 I played the demo and I really did like it. I just never played the full game because I don't really.
Because you played the demo, so
yeah, pretty much.
You've gone, cool. This is the same Forza experience, but new.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've talked about Forza. We may as well talk about Forza's competitor this year.
It has a rival.
Yes, Gran Turismo Sport.
Oh my god, it's finally coming out.
It is. It comes out on the 17th of October, apparently. There's still time to be delayed.
I don't believe it. I'm sorry. No,
It feels so weird that it's, like, this has been one they've been talking about since the PS4 came out, and it's weird that it's finally actually happening.
Yeah. That's the thing, I kind of want to buy it just because it's coming out.
To hold it in your hand.
I want to see how it, like, actually they've, like, done the career this time, because if it's just all this time and it's still just get your B license by braking in the right spot, and then I'll be like, okay, don't need to play this. But I mean, I do like the whole fact that it's so realistic now that you can actually learn to drive off of it to an extent, to the point where I think I talked about it in this podcast with Laura before, where
you did, because I was like, well, you can.
Yeah, like, as in they got like the top 10 people who had the best times on some track when they were doing the beta or the demo or something, and actually invited them to the track, and lo and behold, they couldn't do as well in the real car, but they could like do a racing car racing line because the game was that similar to real life. So, I mean, it's cool in that regard, and we'll see how it actually turns out as a game when it comes out.
Yeah, I know it's one of them where, again, like Forza, I don't really care about track racing, but it's just one of them where you want to try it because you've tried Forza. You kind of just want to try it to say you've played it. But we'll see. That comes out on the 18th of October. Yep. That is.
When does Forza come out?
Forza comes out. Let's quickly Google that. Comes out on the 3rd of October.
Oh, so only a few weeks apart.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If Forza doesn't review that well,
people might hold off and get Gran Turismo.
That's that. But then I suppose because they're exclusives, it's like you've got exclusive one going against exclusive.
Pick your racer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, that'll be a fanboy war. Oh no.
Oh yes.
No.
Oh, but Gran Turismo has this car.
Happening.
Well, Forza has this car, but this has this
Who cares?
track. But this
Who
has
genuinely
this track.
cares if, like, Forza Motorsport 7's got this all new Porsche? Who cares? I didn't need to see that at E3. I don't care.
Yeah.
And you don't need to tell me I can buy this for 115 grand because who's watching E3 going, man, I could do for a new Porsche.
I'd like that car.
Don't you say anything, Squiggy.
Well, I was gonna no.
He's part of the problem, isn't he?
I just want whichever game's got my Mercedes in it. I'll just play that.
Do.
I'll just play that one.
WWE 2K18 has a Mercedes in it.
Does it? Well, thanks for that segue, Laura.
You're welcome.
We'll talk about that next. WWE 2K18. Laura requested this one in our list to talk about, so Why, Laura? Are you excited for
Because
the new 2K18?
I am, for the sole reason, I normally slag the games off, right? Because this, I feel like before they're announced, every year it's like, fine, they're going to do it next year, it's fine, they're fine, but this is the year they're not going to be on PS3 and Xbox 360, which is a weird thing to rely on, but when you saw that news, it was like, oh, okay, they might actually go bigger and better, and it's not going to be held back by, making sure...
When did they start showing gameplay footage for this?
They have only showed entrances so far. Actual gameplay, it was it's been playable to reviewers and the people in the game, like the wrestlers when they did they did an event last week, but that hasn't been shown yet. They're still revealing the roster at the moment, so I'm assuming the roster's
have
due
they
to
said
finish.
What new game modes are in it?
Yeah, it's basically the big thing that come into it that's a lot of people are getting excited for. I don't know about Squiggy, whether he's going to get excited for this, is it's now, apart from Nintendo Switch, you can now have 8 people on the screen at the same time, which means all 8-man match types are now a thing. Well, no, I mean, shut up. It looks better. Creator Match is back, if you like that. So, no, not into that. You got the new Road to Glory mode. Do you want to hear more about that, Slazo? Players battle it out. They qualify for WWE pay-per-view cards by way of using one of 8 new fighting styles. It's basically your new mode for your creator wrestler. It's an online competitive mode, which they haven't really ever dabbled in before. That's new. There's going to be goals in the universe mode. The universe mode always had a lot of potential, but they've added goals to it now, so that wrestlers in it actually aim for things and they can, make progress.
I hope it turns out good for your sake, because you're clearly invested in this.
I mean, there's a lot.
Invested in loving this, so.
It looks really good in terms of graphics. At least
And you've not seen it in action. You've just seen entrances.
Yeah, I mean, it moves.
You've seen Sanity walk to the ring, and you've gone, that's different, and you think that's giving it
to be fair,
Sanity in it.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty
I know,
bad.
right? They're actually including NXT talent this time.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest. I think it might be that.
Can you create a diva in this one?
They've only created. I don't know, actually. I haven't seen anything. There's a lot of females to pick from, so I'm going to say yes, hopefully. They've added a lot more women in it, so that's always a positive side. Oh, I tell you what the other thing is, and this is a throwback to some of the older games. I mean, the new commentary team's all good and stuff, because I get so sick of Michael Cole, and the fact that we get Corey Graves, he'd probably still get annoying after a time.
Corey Graves talk about educated feet.
Oh, could you imagine if that's his line? I swear to God. No, my career mode's now gone free roam, which is always a throwback to how you remember when we used to walk around backstage.
Yes.
You'll be able to stalk backstage areas of other wrestlers. It's not. It's obviously not going to be first person. I think it's third person. I think the one Road to WrestleMania was that like in the old Just Bring It or whatever game it was. That was first person and really jarring. But apparently they haven't really said much about it other than it's free roam, so there might be some interaction things. I hope they do the cutscene like they did in the old games where you had to go find a tag partner and you could only find like hardcore Holly, and you're like, no, I don't want to be your partner, you're shit. And you kept walking around trying to find other people and you just never did. But yeah, they are trying with this. I just think this might be the one because it has dropped the other consoles, and I really want to believe Slazo, and I don't want you to take this away from me. Please.
I hope it's good for your sake. I mean, it sounds like you're going to be crushed if it's not good. So
I'm going to be honest.
I'm so invested in this.
I'm going to be honest. If it turns out to be bad again, and this is like the year they got that, I actually might shed a single tear. There will be a dramatic tear roll down my thing and be like, I've been fooled again. Exactly like that. But yeah. Cool.
Yeah, the thing for me is that it's on the Switch, and that's what interests me more.
Yeah, the only thing that annoyed me with the Switch thing, and Slazo, we spoke about it when you weren't here for this podcast, but Slazo said it wasn't a big deal. One of the big things is the fact they're having 8 men, like all the new match types are based on the fact you can have 8 men. 8 men ladder match, all that stuff.
That sounds
the
like
Switch...
a Saturday night, Laura.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
Wow.
I
Wow. People wonder why we're ending.
I literally can't believe you said that. I'm just going to ignore that and move on to the fact that the Nintendo Switch...
joking.
The Nintendo Switch is actually only going to be 6... is only going to be 6 people, because the Switch isn't going to run the 8 people stuff, so that all their match types won't be in the Switch.
What a disaster.
It's not a disaster, it's a new thing, and they didn't... Shut up, Slazo. I still think it's cool. I think it's cool the Switch is portable and it makes up for it, so... But I'm just saying, it hasn't got the 8 men. Well, apparently I enjoy on a Saturday, apparently.
I mean, to be fair, this will make it the first portable wrestling game in like a long time, if I remember. So
I mean, if you don't count mobile games, yes.
Yeah, I don't.
That's fine then yes.
Because they're it's like a match-free game which happens to have wrestlers at the top. It's like, good to know. Or top trumps, but with wrestling.
Love me some top trumps with wrestling. I love updating my Instagram during the podcast as well.
I do as well, actually. It's multitasking. It's why you were going on about that. Anyway,
I'm dedicated to this podcast, kids. Don't worry.
We'll go from the top of the list
That's
that I've got now. So next on the list is COD World War II.
Boots on the ground.
Oh, Slazo,
Why?
Slazo, man. Can we just start that again? So next game is Call of Duty World War II. Boots on the ground. Yeah. Sorry. That comes out on the 3rd of November. There's a beta going on. A beta's gone on this weekend. We're recording this, and there's a beta next week as well. So far, people seem very, very impressed with it. Because it is... Slazo?
A Call of Duty game.
Boots on the ground!
Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is Boots on the Ground Call of Duty. How many times are we going to say this?
I just love...
It's the last time you can, Squiggy, so like, get it all out your system.
Get as many boots on the ground as possible. Do you know what? Even the description, taking the series back to Boots on the Ground gameplay style.
This is why I made a joke of it, because that's all they can say. It's all anyone says.
Can't wait to get my boots
They've got the dolphin dive in. I forgot about that. Basically, do you know how in the
Oh my god, I remember that.
current Call of Duty games you can like slide along the ground?
Yeah.
This one has a dolphin dive where you basically throw yourself forward to get
Remember
like,
how
behind
you
cover?
could run, jump, and then hit crouch, and you do the dive, and you could do that through Windows? Do you not remember this, Laura? It was like one of the best parts of Call of Duty.
I have a vague blur of it, but at the moment, when you say Call of Duty, I instantly just shout in my head. There's a voice in my head shouting "Boots on the ground," and I'm trying to listen and follow to the dolphin dive, but all I'm thinking is
Diving? That's not on the ground. I mean,
I thought you said the
I'm
dolphin,
thinking-
I thought you said the dolphin diet. But yeah, the
"Boots on the ground."
The campaign is set in the European theatre of war, which it's basically just
so it's set in a theatre. Okay.
yeah, basically you just go into a movie where you put your boots on the ground and don't leave.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be honest. If they just
Can't leave
named
because your feet get stuck from all the popcorn there's you.
Yeah.
So.
they could literally drop the franchise name Call of Duty and just call the game Boots on the Ground. I think it'd be a bestseller.
Yeah.
BOTG.
But I'm really excited for this because it's boots on the ground. I'm excited for the campaign. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Multiplayer, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, seems really positive. I'm going to give the beta a go after we've recorded this, and I'll be playing it next weekend as well, probably. But
Is
yeah,
it open or closed?
closed. But just do the Amazon trick. Pre-order the game, get the beta code, cancel the pre-order.
I'm not playing your games.
I'm invested.
I've done that for so many games. Yeah, I know. I'm excited for it. It's been done by Sledgehammer, who did.
I like Sledgehammer. I remember
Wait,
thinking.
no, hang on. Which one did Sledgehammer do?
Sledgehammer
Was it
did.
Advanced Warfare.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was Advanced Warfare. That's okay.
I liked Sledgehammer because I remember the only reason I remember I liked them is there was the song like a Sledgehammer, whatever that song was, by a band.
Basically, Laura sees the game and she goes, "Oh man, Triple H developed this. Cool."
No, it's not. It's just it came out at the same time as the song I got into, and I remember thinking, I will always remember that Sledgehammer make good Call of Duty games. That said, now I'm saying, I know, I was waiting for the next one, and I have so much faith on Boots on the Ground. So much faith. I'm going to sip my coffee now.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare got a positive critical
Oh
reception.
my god,
when it
why
came
have I
out,
got coffee?
So
Every Call of Duty gets a positive critical.
no, but this one got like because this was the one that came out after Ghosts and stuff as well.
Yes.
But yeah, it got praised. So I'm excited for this one. I really want to play the beta, give it a go, see what it's like. I mean, the thing is, I enjoyed Infinite Warfare, the last Call of Duty game. Loads of people hated the multiplayer. I really like the multiplayer.
I need to do more with
they
you.
hate fun.
Can I just say I'm really good at the multiplayer when a certain person is in the game. No other time, just one certain person in the game. Squiggy can vouch for me on this, that I turned into some sort of beast. when we played it. No.
He played in one game, this person.
He played in three.
He played in three
games.
And Laura,
3 games.
Laura was top of the leaderboard. Then
By miles with his best quick killer. As soon as he left, I was shite again.
Laura went like 1 for 17.
Yeah, it was horrible. So basically, I'm good with there's a certain person in the game.
Laura has real performance issues because like I played Gears of War 4 with her, and then suddenly I'm like doing amazingly. I'm going to ignore the subtle undertones that you've apparently zoned in on. But,
You've got performance issues. You need to.
Oh god, I'll go seek some professional help. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I don't like the
give you a little blue pill, then there's a problem.
But I was also going to say, I'm actually the other day when I started Uncharted, Lost Legacy. I was thinking I had Horizon on the go as a thing, but this is the thing. It dawned on me that I had started the Call of Duty story, probably done 1 chapter, and then I realised I haven't gone back to it. I completely forgot I started it, and it's in my head that I'm going to have to go back and finish it. Not that you play Call of Duty games for the campaign.
Don't be a slave. Laura, don't be a slave, though. God damn.
I know, I can't. The thing is, I had completely forgot that I had started it. I remember I was playing it, and then my phone rang, and I answered the phone. I was on the phone.
And that was all it took. You're like, to switch the PS4 off.
I was on the phone. It was on my Xbox One. I was on the phone for a while, and then I was like, I don't really want to play Call of Duty. I'm going to watch a movie. And I completely wiped the fact that I had started it, and I haven't been back in like a month or so.
So what we're saying is it's all Redacted's fault.
Yes, we are.
Good to know.
I'm absolutely happy with blaming Redacted. Redacted is an arse.
Yes.
Redacted doesn't listen to this podcast. They once listened to the first 5 minutes of this podcast. Oh, sure he! Shit! Basically, if they do get this far in this podcast, I don't care at this point. But Call of Duty needs... I would like a good campaign on Boots on the Ground, but I'm never going to get one, so...
I'm excited for it. Yeah.
A tie all the way round.
Next.
Sorry, someone's giving me coffee and the podcast is getting late. It's gone straight to bed.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Next on the list is Star Wars Battlefront 2, which you were excited about, Laura.
I'm super excited because I keep forgetting it got announced and it's had all these trailers that look amazing. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually convinced I may have banged my head a few times. I keep forgetting stuff. And then I rediscover that it's happening and I get all excited all over again. It's crazy. But I'm really
excited for it as well.
I'm super into Star Wars, and I was super excited for the first one, and I was disappointed that I didn't get the last one on launch. I am desperately hoping I can get this one on launch, because I felt like I missed the best bit of the first one. But then this one does have more of a... Seems like they've set it up so it will last longer. So even if I am late to this one, it might not be the end of the world. But you get my point. I just kind of I waited so long for Battlefront to come back and be a thing, and now it is. And this one looks bigger and better than the last... Was it last year or the year before?
2 years ago.
Year
when
before then.
Force Awakens came out.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just feels like... It still feels quite not that relevant. Recent.
Yeah.
Relevant? Yeah. But, I'm happy this one has all the new characters as well, because that was a big, weird thing before, as you said, because it tied in with The Force Awakens, but then I couldn't be Rey or Finn.
Bae.
Or Kylo. Or... I was saying, or Kylo. If Kylo is your Bae, I already said...
They didn't really know who was going to be the big
stars
stars
coming out of 7. What was coming out.
I did.
I mean... I had my predictions, but it wasn't...
I mean, to the point where they've had to rewrite the scripts for 8 and 9 because, oh shit, people really... I can't remember. What's the girl's character's name?
Rey.
Rey. People really freaking love Rey, so we should give her more to do.
As Squiggy just demonstrated. I really like Finn. I really like them all. There's not really a weak character in the last one. I mean, Captain Phasma or whatever.
Nice. No, not Captain Jack Sparrow. Wrong movie, Slazo.
Probably needed more airtime or screen time. I expect her to get it in the second film. For me to grow any affection to.
Oh, is that the one who... Oh, no, that's the...
In Game of Thrones.
Ignore me. No, sorry, I was about to say, is that the one who was in E3, but that's a game-exclusive character, so ignore me.
Yeah, she's just the lead in this, which ironically, she's in a... I can't believe... There's a murder mystery show that the one... Because I kept... You know, when she come out and announced it, I kept looking at her going, I've seen you before. And I realised she's in this murder mystery show where she plays a detective who's really savvy and into video games. And she cracked a murder case by being and luring someone on World of Warcraft, and it was all... I was looking at her thinking, oh, okay. Maybe she's really into games. It's just it's part of her work, but yeah, it's crazy. good times. But I'm really excited for Star Wars. I hope it delivers on the hype because everything so far coming for it has looked tremendously good.
Yep.
And promising.
I agree. Everything looks...
When's it come?
18th of November, I think. I'll double
When's
check.
Call of Duty come out?
3rd of November.
Ooh.
I've got time!
30,
I'm not getting...
where is it? Let's find it very quickly. I'm singing Taylor Swift in my head as we do this as well. 17th of November.
Wait, what?
17th of November, Star Wars.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I'm going to be honest, let's be honest, I'm not going to be putting my boots on the ground, I'm going to be going straight to space.
It's more just I hope they don't cannibalise the other sales, because like both of them sound like they've got cool things going for them. Yeah.
I think they're different markets, isn't it? And most people are greedy.
They're both shooters.
No, I still think there's a point where some people... I don't know, I think you have to be in Star Wars to really enjoy this. It's not like Battlefield v Call of Duty. That might just be me, thinking there's enough Star Wars fans in the world. Okay.
I don't know what you mean. I mean,
everyone's gone silent now and I'm scared.
Star Wars, who watches that? I mean, apart from everyone who isn't me.
Which, by the way, is a reason this podcast is ending.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Give me the next game, Squig.
Next game is Mario Odyssey.
Oh my god, if I had a Nintendo Switch, this would be a day one purchase. This is why you buy a Nintendo Switch, guys.
Have a
Guys
Nintendo
have
Switch
one.
and it
Guys,
is a day one purpose.
Guys, you have one. This is why you bought one, right?
I mean, this isn't exactly why I bought one, but like, I'm really excited for this one because like Galaxy 1 and 2 were awesome, and 3D World was cool in its own way. I'm really happy about this one because it seems to be going back to kind of 64 Sunshine way of having larger worlds, which you have to find loads of things in. In fact, if anything, it seems to be like merging like Sunshine with the modern design stuff of Galaxy and 3D World. So I have a feeling, a hunch.
I have a dream.
Maybe this could be the best Mario ever. Maybe.
Yes.
I think it has the potential to take all the best elements from each one and make something
truly... Have you got your ticket?
Slazo's gone bold.
Have you got the ticket, Slazo?
I don't get
for the hype train.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that is the best thing you've ever said, and I'm not even saying on this podcast. This is your life.
Wow, thanks.
Damn, son. Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get that tattooed. Hashtag got a ticket, and then on the other arm for the hype train.
I'm excited for Mario Odyssey as well. I've purposely not watched much of it.
I've avoided the Gamescom stuff because I kind of want to keep myself.
I've watched a lot of I've watched all the teaser things that Nintendo have put out.
Yes.
But any other like gameplay footage, I think I've watched like 5 minutes when I accidentally saw it on the E3 live stream or something. But I've not like actively gone to find anything.
Just the whole possessing things, I just really love that, and it's so hilarious and it's brilliant. You can take over a human being. I still can't get over that.
I don't think there's really much to say about that because we've purposely not.
It's Mario. Spoilers. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. Next on the list is another Mario game which is actually out the same day this podcast goes live, and that's Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I think we spoke a lot about that last week.
Yeah.
But
I want to buy it. I'm probably not going to be able to get it at launch anymore because I had to blow all my money on PlayStation Plus. But
I'm currently, as we record this podcast, waiting for a deal to go live where it's £25.
I thought you'd already done that.
That deal ran out.
Did you not go through?
It ran out. So I'm currently sat waiting. The deal goes live in 5 minutes and 47 seconds.
We better speed this podcast up or you're going to be distracted.
No, I'll just be quiet for a few minutes. That's why I'm quickly going through the games to get the one you can talk about instead.
Nice.
Next on the list is Assassin's Creed Origins. Obviously, Assassin's Creed took a year-long break.
You wouldn't know from the gameplay. What up? Jokes? No.
I think this looks so good, though.
I think I've missed an Assassin's Creed presence in like the game market. You know,
really?
I feel like I have. I feel like, to be fair, as someone who stopped paying attention, it was such an easy thing to go, what comes out this year? And I just go Assassin's Creed, even if I didn't know. I would have been so wrong last year.
What was the last Assassin's Creed you played?
Unity.
Okay, and what was the last one you played, Squiggy?
Unity as well, I think.
Right, so you haven't even played one in like years.
Syndicate. I haven't played Syndicate. Actually, I played Unity.
I thought there was another one between.
No, there's only one.
Really?
I've only missed
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Ignore my snark then.
Unless you count the little spin-off ones, like Origin.
No, I don't count like China.
Well, then that's
India
fine then. I've just missed one. The only reason I did get Syndicate, even though it was meant to be quite decent, is because at that time I hadn't even played Unity. It sat on my shelf for a year because I got that cheap for a tenner, and I still hadn't played that.
So the same as you.
Yeah, I didn't really end up buying Syndicate because I was like, even though it's meant to be decent, I haven't played Unity. I eventually got round to finishing Unity last year, and it was all right. It was an experience of Assassin's Creed's world, of course. It did what it said on the tin. It was assassiny and a few glitches about. But I'm going to be honest, when the new Assassin's Creed comes out, maybe I'll go do play Syndicate and then get this one when it drops in price. But this is probably I don't know if this is going to drop in price as quickly as they usually do, because obviously there's a little bit of hype after it took the year off. I still hope it does, from a selfish perspective. But, yeah.
I'm quite... From what I've seen from this, like, it does look like an Assassin's Creed title, but I think because they've taken a year break, even if they've just sort of like refined a few things and just changed a couple of aspects and stuff, like for this one, for example, there's no tall structures to climb. There's not many of them, so you don't need to do that. That's one thing taken out straight away, which I'm not complaining about.
Towers, guys.
I'm not complaining about that.
Is it a Ubisoft game if it doesn't have them? Because I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's actually done by EA. Ubisoft have got nothing to do with this one.
It actually feels like you can't have a Ubisoft game without that mechanic in.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm like, because of that, I'm more excited for it, because I think the fact they've changed that, they've basically changed the Ubisoft open world formula. Like, how much other stuff have they changed? Obviously, you've got the Eagle as a companion who can fly around. So instead of Eagle Vision mode, you've got the Eagle who'll fly around and you can spot things that way, which I think is quite cool as well. Just something different. And I'm probably not going to pick up on launch. It might be like a Christmas title or something, depending how reviews go. But I'm not excited for it, but I'm excited to see the changes they've made to it, if that makes sense. So,
yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, and if the changes they've made are good changes, then I will pick it up. If it reviews and basically says it's Assassin's Creed, then I'll probably wait for it to drop in price, like Black Friday next year or something, and pick it up. But I like the idea of the setting as well.
I mean, Egypt's a cool setting, but I think I'm in the point now where it's like, if I want to play an Assassin's Creed game, I've got like 12 to choose from, so I'm in no rush to get a new one.
How you have all 12, sorry.
Yeah, but no, yeah.
Next!
I'm interested. Next on the list is Middle-earth: Shadow of War, which is like Assassin's Creed Lord of the Rings. Have you played the original one?
Yes, I loved it. Shadow of Mordor. I forgot this was happening again. Seriously, I need to write things down. I even tweeted how excited I was about this at E3, because this was one of the most impressive things for me at E3 this year.
Comes out 2 weeks before Assassin's Creed as well.
Awesome. Well, to be fair, there's the sale of any potential sale of Assassin's Creed to be gone, because I've just gone to this. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it might drop in price quite quickly like the last one did, because obviously it has a lot of competition in these months before Christmas to compete with. Like, Assassin's Creed is probably a bigger hitter from a franchise perspective.
Yeah.
So I do like games that are good to sell well, but then from a selfish perspective, I'd like them to get cheap. So if I don't get this at launch because I can't, then I will happily hope it goes cheap and pick it up straight away, because the last one was so much fun. And yeah.
Well, didn't we do the same for the first one? We didn't buy it when it came out.
Did. It was an Amazon Black Friday.
Was it the Amazon game deal?
It was in Amazon's Black Friday, and I missed it because I was like, that's still not low enough. And then Game put it in their big sale, and you messaged me going, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, because I think we both had like points or something to spend.
Yeah.
So we both got it from
you basically hooked me up. I do remember you did. I think I visually remember you texting me now, and I had to go quickly operate mobile game.
Because I did it when I was at work. That, but I did it when I was at work.
I was at university in a lecture, I think. So.
No, I'm excited for this one as well.
What was that important information about my degree in future? Excuse me, Shadow of Mordor's on sale.
This is why Laura has no plans for after this podcast.
This is why I have no plans. It's because of that moment in my life. They were actually telling me what my future was, and I said, please hold, I need to order Shadow of Mordor. It's meant to be so good.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Should be fun. Should be very fun. Next on the list is Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus, which Laura's going to talk about for the next couple of minutes.
I'm going to talk about what?
Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
Okay, I'm going to talk about how great this game is. Wolfenstein is an underrated series, and if you haven't played The New Order, you really should have by now, because it's dropped to £10 and under. I think that's probably you, Slazo. No?
What are you talking about? I've played all of these games we're talking about.
Awesome. Right. I was really excited then, because I was like, finally, my brother.
I'm sorry.
Okay, basically I ended up
I make
playing...
jokes about everyone not playing games, then we do like this. It's like, oh yeah.
And I love the fact that every time we do this, it pleasantly comes out that I actually do play games. Because I have
98 episodes of SAS all going down the drain right
pretty
now.
Much. Basically, this is one of the games I got really cheap last year. I actually bought it for Squiggy. There's a shock. I did buy this for Squiggy.
Wait, what?
Oh,
you
yeah.
bought me a game?
Yeah.
I bought you bloody Undertale. You've still not played that.
I don't know why I bought it for Squiggy bought me something, or it's paid Squiggy back something.
Bought you a headset, and
he bought me a
bought you
headset.
3 months of Xbox Live.
Yeah, and he wouldn't accept money back at that time, but I don't know why. So I sent him a game.
So I got a random package through the post.
Delightful. It was a good game. Anyway.
No toes involved.
This is when I had... Shut up. Oh, God, I hope they don't listen to this podcast. With 2 references now. I'm just got nervous now. Anyway, Wolfenstein. It's a great game. This one looks bigger, better than ever. It has more attention on it because of how well critically acclaimed the last one got. So, because before the other one was kind of like a sleeper hit. You didn't know how good it was going to be, and then the reviews come out and everyone was like, shit, it's a shooter worth playing. What are those?
Alright, so... what's the selling point compared to Destiny, COD, Star Wars?
Basically, it's a great... To me, Squeeze probably the sweet, but the story was really good for me. Like, even though it's set in a world where Nazis won the war, and it's like how they would have developed the world, and you're like America who's woken up from... basically, you bang your head in one of the opening missions, like set in the war, you survive, get nursed back to health, and obviously you're American, you still want to fight, for your world that you believe in. But the Nazis evolved technology. There's some really cool, like robot dogs. They were actually in the trailer for this one. There was they did a parody advert of a German TV. So the world has been done in TV shows and that, but it's basically, I would say, the world and just the basic story is enough to engross you. We talk about how pointless the Call of Duty campaign is. I personally hate Halo campaigns as well. I think I've said this on podcast before. This just felt nice to have a shooter where I was really caring about the characters and the story. Like, by the end of it, I'm not going to give you any spoilers for the New Order and into the, this one, is at the moment I was invested in the point that I actually felt sad by the plot development at the end, which is not something I could say I've experienced with many shooters. In terms of gameplay, it's a shooter. There's not much really new territory it covers. I mean, you can play the game more stealthy. It does give you that choice, but a lot of games do that now, where if you really want to play it stealthy, sneak up on people, stab them.
Okay, so that's like the Dishonored Deus Ex. You can shoot
pretty much, yeah. I mean, that's a covered thing, but it is quite nice. Yeah, I went stealthy, which I really enjoyed going stealthy on it, because I just felt...
Guess who's the Metal Gear fan out of these two?
That's why, I keep my stealth for Metal Gear. And I go all out in other games.
But yeah, basically, they look like they've just added... the thing is, with the trailer they showed for this new one, apart from the parody, putting the setting out there, like the parody German game show and stuff, showing what they did. There was a clip with one of the people that making it saying how much fun it is just to kill Nazis in different ways and stuff. Like, they've added new ways to do it.
In today's world, oh boy, is it fun.
I mean, it's a very gory game, and if you're into that sort of trying to kill people with guns that are quite gory and stuff, then you're probably going to like this. You know how, everyone found the Gears of War chainsaw cool at first? I'm thinking way back when it was cool.
I mean, 2007, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
2006.
This is another sort of game where it tries to have you kill people in I say creative. Generally, they favour the more gory ways. Like, you know what I mean? There's guns that are giving you very nice blood effects and that. So if you're squeamish, maybe not the short branch. Yeah, maybe the shotgun in it, and it is a very powerful shotgun. But you know what I mean? This is if you like them sort of games, it gives you a good story, variety of weapons, and you can play it stealthily or just shoot things up. And if you're rather one of those people who prefers solo player campaigns rather than big old multiplayer shoot, you know what I mean? If you haven't got PS Plus, for example, and you want a solo player campaign, Wolfenstein, franchise for you.
It was. The original one was good. I did really enjoy it.
I mean, also the original one. You know, I'm talking about...
This is the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original arcade one, you know, that, you know, you end up, the final level kills Hitler. You know, I'm talking the arcade one. There's dream sequences in Wolfenstein New Order and Wolfenstein, the prequel, I think it's called Old Blood. And there'll probably be where you could discover dream sequences where you take a nap and you wake up and you're in that little arcade world. It's a little arcade level of the style of the original Wolfenstein. Very neat throughout the game. I think there's like 8 in the Old Blood or something. Yeah, I just really want to... If you just go play the new Wolfenstein, it looks good. Buy it, day one.
Do it. Another game that you should buy, maybe, is Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
I don't want that, I'm good.
I was waiting for that to say.
Oh man, it's gonna be great because I'm gonna be buying this regardless because I'm a schmuck and I can't even sell it to you because they've said so little about these games.
Yeah, this is why I was leaving this to you because...
So,
I don't really know what's going on with it.
Do know as of now, the two main legendaries are getting new forms. There's probably going to be some new Ultra Beast stuff. I think they might have confirmed that. New looks for the main heroes. There's some weird Vortex Black Whirlpool thing over one of the islands. So presumably some new game content will be happening there. A couple of Pokemon have got new forms, so I think that... can't remember if they've said there's going to be new Megas, but I know... I can't get his name right, but the Doggo has, like, several new forms.
Doggo?
So, there's a dog Pokemon in this gen. And
I know which one you mean, it's just about you called him Doggo.
Luscanthrope? I can't remember what he's called. But,
Doggomon.
Yeah, sure. But other than that, I really can't tell you a lot. Now, some people have speculated from one of the trailers that they think they saw Lieutenant Surge's gym in it.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
Potentially, Kanto is making a return in some degree. But I can't say anything because Nintendo said jack shit and there's like 2 to 3 months left. But I can't sell this game to you because I don't know what really new stuff they're adding. Who knows? Buy Gold and Silver in September. Do that. That's good.
Next.
Yeah, I'd love to sell you the new Pokemon games, but I'll buy them anyway, so...
Buy Wolfenstein instead. Same market, guys. No?
What?
Okay. I'm joking.
Okay.
But buy the new Wolfenstein instead.
Okay. Another game that you should buy is Knack 2, because Knack 1 was such a great success.
Oh my god, I still haven't played Knack 1. It's one of my greatest regrets. Also, I don't know what...
Plus.
Who the hell is trying to kill me with a drum set there? That's what that sounds like.
Every now and again, Squiggy hits a radio. But yeah, PS...
Sorry, hit my mic arm.
I keep thinking Knack would be on PS Plus, and I've been making this joke for years, and it's never happened, and it's really weird.
I know.
But maybe we'll finally get it this year, so I can finally try out Knack and see if it was actually, like, good or bad or just average. I've no interest in Knack 2.
I don't think it's that bad. I just think because it was a new console generation and a launch title, people thought it was going to show something more.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I do think launch titles sometimes get judged a little harsher than if they come out a bit after launch. I think that's like a fair thing.
Yeah.
I can't obviously speak whether this
when your
is
best launch title is Killzone.
Killzone, yes! I mean, with the rest of your
Wait,
stuff.
who am I kidding? Resogun was the best launch title. Sorry.
Yes.
So close. I was so close to a victory.
Next on the list is Monster Hunter Stories.
Yeah, chibi Monster Hunter with a better focus on story, if I remember correctly, which you'd hope with story.
Is that what this one
title.
is?
Yeah, it feels like it's already had all of its thunder stolen because people have figured out how to make Japanese Switch accounts and play the Monster Hunter XX demo. So, oh dear. But yeah, no, this looks to be like a cool, probably the final Monster Hunter coming 3DS because it doesn't look like we're getting Monster Hunter X. So, yeah, this will be a cool last hurrah for the series on handhelds if it ends up being that way. With XX and is it World? The one that the PS4 was at E3?
Yes,
I think it's Monster
Hunter
World.
World.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm really interested in it because I think the chibi aesthetic and the focus on story makes it a bit more interesting than some of the other Monster Hunter games, which are a bit dry and kind of so obsessed with the mechanics of the game that it loses sight of actually being interesting to me. I know a lot of Monster Hunter fans will be calling me sacrilege here, but I never really got into Monster Hunter, but I think if I was to give it another go, this would be the one I'd pick to give it a try. Because it looks kind of a bit different, but a bit more welcoming for beginners.
I like to be welcome. I like when things are welcoming.
I like to be welcomed.
I like to be welcomed, yes. Yes, I do. Next is PES and FIFA. So...
Oh, I've got a pit now. All over to you. So, pure FIFA rules. Which one are you getting?
Yeah, pure FIFA rules.
Both. No, if I had money, both. Actually, that could be dreamy. If I might end up winning copies because that's what I do. I don't pay for stuff.
You can't see it right now, but my middle finger is pointing at the screen.
Nice. I've won both for PS4 and an Xbox One. Why can't I win both football games? Anyway.
I'm just sitting in disgust.
Anyway, Pro Evolution has added some cool features, and by cool features other than co-op season, I mean Fulham. I mean Craven Cottages in the game, so I'm a little looking at over there what they're offering.
In the game.
I hate you.
So Squiggy, like, when you hear the word Craven, the first thing that comes to mind is coward, yeah?
No, the first thing that comes to mind is Cravendale.
Mine's milk.
Mine's milk as well.
Nice.
It's not the football team.
Basically, anyway, Pro Evolution has tempted me with what they're doing over there, but then, even though FIFA didn't really show me anything...
Alex Hunter! Will he stay or will he go?
Do you know what's annoying? Right, the other day I was on Tumblr, as you are, and I saw the Alex Hunter actor, and I knew he'd been in Doctor Who and stuff, and I looked at him, I was thinking, that's Alex Hunter, and then I looked at what it was, and I realised he was in one of my favourite TV shows of all time, and now it's just ruined everything for me. Because now I'm like, oh god, why?
I'm assuming in this case you mean...
Merlin.
Yeah. Oh, alright, not the one I was going to say, okay. I thought you meant he was in Arrested Development or something.
Oh, no, he was in... Oh, no, Merlin. If he was in Arrested Development, I would have recognised him. I probably could... not the point. But anyway, I kind of... Even though the journey hasn't gone the way I wanted it to, with more creative options and stuff, I'm kind of still like... I enjoyed the journey in number one. I actually finished it and stuff, and I am pure FIFA rules. So I'll probably still end up with FIFA. And everyone tends to play FIFA online. And Squiggy says get Pro, PES and everything, but everyone always most people end up with FIFA, and...
So it's my fault.
It's all Squiggy's fault.
I don't know, I mean, you go through our channel and we have a load of PES videos, not a load of...
We have got a few videos. Well.
That's basically because it was cheap and they had the Euro rights.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm now buying it for the Fulham rights. So generally, whoever owns the rights that I want owns my heart.
But no, I'm leaning more towards PES this year. I prefer PES for single player stuff as well. I mean, I will end up getting both at some point, but I'm more interested in PES right now. I think the game plays better than FIFA. It feels better. And obviously I played the online test thing.
Yes.
And that had the 3v3 on, and that played so well. Like, I really enjoyed that. And I'd love to do that, like, me and Laura just doing 2v2 instead on that. So no pressure there, Laura. You're going to have to buy it.
No pressure.
But yeah...
I'm trying!
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And the thing is as well, if you buy PES and you've got a choice of consoles to get it on, buy it on the PS4. This is my one tip to people, because you can get your custom option file on the PS4. So instead of having Tyneside playing in red and white, anyone who's a Newcastle fan knows they're playing black and white. You can edit everything so they're playing the proper kits. They're called Newcastle United. They've got the badge. All the leagues have got the proper badges as well. So
that is cool, because I know that was always the one annoying thing. I actually have owned a PES game in the past or two, and that was always the one annoying thing of like, well, if you want everyone to be legitimate, you've got to spend the next week just changing everything.
Yeah, but now it's literally, it takes, I think it took me 5, when I eventually worked out what I was doing wrong, it took me 5 minutes to do Premiership, Championship and the Spanish League.
Nice.
And it only took me 5 minutes, so I didn't have a memory stick big enough to put everything on.
Wait, what?
Because basically what you do is you download an option file.
Sure. Wait, the option files. I thought the option files would just be here's some data.
No, it's.
Or do you actually have to download models and logos?
You download
and stuff?
the kits, the logos, the
okay.
files that when you load them up, put all the kits in the right places, all the stadium names, team names, manager pictures, and everything. So, yeah. And a lot of them are done for free by the community. There's a lot of PES places out there to do them. So if you're going to buy PES, buy it on the PlayStation so you can do that. If you don't care about that, then I'm sure it'll be brilliant on either console. FIFA. FIFA looks incredible every year because the face scan.
FIFA.
Because the face scan.
Because
every
they
player,
pay the money.
Yeah, and it does. It looks brilliant, and FIFA's FIFA.
It plays like...
I enjoy Ultimate Team on FIFA. I love Ultimate Team on FIFA, actually. Laura's gone.
I was gonna say, like, by now, shut up. By this point, you've got, like...
For a drink.
For a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, by this point, you've got Ultimate Team, you've got Journey, you've got, the other one. I forget. It's not Master League, because that's PES.
But you've got career mode, be a pro mode.
Yeah.
You've got
be a
club
pro.
games.
That was it. Shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot to do these days in both games.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, definitely. And for me, I think PES is a better football simulator game. But if you want everything, if you want like the full package of like presentation and everything, FIFA is the one for that. Yeah. Next on the list is Metroid Samus Returns, which you requested to talk about, Slazo, I believe.
Oh man, did I? Whoops.
Yes, you did, because I don't really know much about this one.
I mean, it's cool just to see Metroid back, because boy, has it been a while, because the Federation Force, I don't know what you're talking about, that didn't exist. But yeah, it was really cool to see Nintendo finally get back on the Metroid and Samus horse this year. So this is a remake of Metroid 2, which is why they were so quick to take down AM2R when that happens, because it's like, actually, we're working on our own one.
Yeah, a lot of people like give Nintendo a lot of stick for that and not knowing what was coming. I mean, you can see why they give them the stick, but now you can see why Nintendo
were like especially on edge with that one. But I think, I feel this is really cool. I've not actually played Metroid 2 before. I don't know if this is the one I'll play as like a way to get me into Metroid 2. But yeah, I feel it's really cool that this is happening. It'll be interesting to see how well it goes over because it's in the 3D and as in 3D in a 2D plane, so 2.5D, but and on the 3DS. But I think this is good and a good way of gauging popularity for the franchise before Metroid Prime 4, whenever Metroid Prime 4 happens.
Yeah, I think if this sells very well, I just feel that Nintendo might push more resources into Metroid Prime 4 to maybe like. I
feel if this sells really well, like not only will they like push towards Metroid Prime 4, they might look into other 2D Metroid experiences. Like maybe we'll see Super Metroid remade somehow, or something else. Maybe a brand new 2D Metroid. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is kind of like, I don't know if it is the definitive proof how much you like Metroid game, but it is awesome to see it coming back after such a long time.
Yeah. No, definitely. Hi Laura, did you get your Kit Kat?
Yeah, sure. That's what happened. Yep.
Yeah, quick break for a Kit Kat. You missed nothing, really. We're now going to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yeah!
You've returned
big game.
just in time, Laura.
Chudley has a face now. They fixed that problem. I mean, I think this is pretty much the main fighting game of the tail end of the year, because, I mean, Tekken 7's already out, and I don't think Blast Blue is coming out this year. So, if you want MVC, if you want a fighting game fix, it's up to MVC Infinite. Although I know some people are getting mad because their definition of Marvel is you've seen the films, right?
Yeah,
I've seen the films. Yeah.
No,
It's more as in X-Men. Who are they? I'm not familiar with that. Fantastic Four.
Don't even talk to me about Fantastic Four.
I don't know who they are. But we've got Guardians of the Galaxy. You like them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still cool, but I can understand why some Marvel fans are getting touchy. But I have like amongst all the talk about like Chun-Li's face and the lack of Marvel characters, I've not really heard many people talking about the gameplay. And I know they did the story demo, but it wasn't that great apparently.
Distract them with the roster. It's a classic WWE 2K18 move, to be honest.
Yeah, they learnt from the best. But,
beautiful.
I'll be interested to see how like the finished product is, because it looks like they have put some effort since it was first announced at E3 and since the demo came out to actually addressing complaints like Chun-Li's face. How many times can I say Chun-Li's face? But yeah.
Another 5 times, please.
But yeah, I feel like this has a lot of potential now that they've like actually taken a step forward with it. And being a fighting game, it's not like it'll end at day one when it comes out. There will be patches and other iterations. So I feel this could be like a surprising sleeper hit of the year. Whether it actually turns out like that, or whether I made a complete fool of, we'll find out. But I feel this is going to be a better game than a lot of people might give it credit for.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not holding out any hope, but we'll see.
You're not as confident as I am.
No,
right?
I'm not, unfortunately. I think probably the most popular fighting game this year
is already out.
Well, is already out. And I think the other one that's going to get a lot of attention is the next one we're going to talk about, which is Pokken Tournament DX on the Switch. Because I think a lot of people were dubious about the original Pokken on the Wii U, and it impressed. And obviously it must have sold well enough to come out on the Switch. And I think this is going to be talked about more because of in a better way than Marvel vs. Capcom.
I don't know. I mean, it's a weird one. So I've played Pokken, and by the looks of it, this is pretty much like the Mario Kart 8 approach of you're not getting that much new stuff here. It's pretty much just the game again. But I feel Pokken needed new stuff more than Mario Kart 8 did. Like, it's got 2 new fighters, so the roster's gone up to 18 characters. Like, ooh boy. Like, I know when I played the original Pokken with friends, one of their big complaints was, man, that's a small roster. Especially when you compare it to Smash with its, like, 50 characters. I don't know, like, it'll be interesting because now there's a bigger audience, there's a chance to play it, and the gameplay is fun in Pokken. Like, at the end of the day, the way they do, like, the rock, paper, scissors kind of attacks, blocks, and grabs, and the phase shifts work really well, and it's fun to play. I just don't know if, like, it has the content to back it up in terms of both fighters and the single player, which was just garbage. But it runs better in multiplayer now, so because in the original one, the Wii U didn't quite have the power to do it, so they put all the effort into making it so the one on the TV screen, so player 2, was fine. But if you were player 1 on the gamepad, oh boy, you had not a great time trying to win. So I feel that's improved now, because obviously Switch has more clout and can do it a bit better. And obviously you can easier to play multiplayer because you just give people a Joy-Con. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it will find a better audience. I don't know if it will be massively critically acclaimed or something. I'd love for it to be, so they made a second one, but we'll see. I'm a bit more like, if you see my Saturday morning Switch, it kind of goes into more like why I was always a bit down on Pokken after because I see it for what it could be, rather, and then you have what it is and it's not quite there. But yeah, I mean, if it sells millions, that'd be great. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, it'd be good if it did. Fingers crossed anyway. I've got my fingers crossed. My fingery fingers crossed.
Did you play Pokken at all on Wii U?
No, I never got around to it. But I probably will pick it up on the Switch. But the demo's out, isn't it? Like,
demo's out, yeah. And it allows you to play as 3 fighters. You can do Pikachu, Charizard, or Empoleon. But bear in mind, this also comes out on the same day as Pokemon Gold and Silver, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that can wait then.
I know which box Pokemon game I'm buying on that day.
It's Pokemon Silver.
Yep.
We'll quickly go through a few... We've gone through a lot of the, like, what I would say is the major franchise games. There's a couple still to go through, but we'll quickly nip through them, because this is a long episode. This is a long penultimate episode.
I feel like we're just refusing to let it die.
We are. Next is Total War Warhammer 2, I believe.
Oh god, I don't know anything about Total War.
I don't either.
Good to know. So yeah, this is the Total War Warhammer was a brilliant game that merged Total War and Warhammer in like 2 games that work really well together, but you'd never expect to be together, and it works so well we're getting a sequel. It's awesome. It's kind of like Dawn of War, except with the classic Warhammer stuff instead of the 40k universe. I haven't actually had a chance to play Total War Warhammer yet, so I'm really happy it's getting a sequel, but it's like, oh shit, I need to get on with this and get around to playing it. So yeah, I think this will probably be a big RTS game for the end of the year. So yay, more Total War is always good. And more Warhammer is always good.
Fair enough. Another game which is coming out this year finally is Cuphead.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it's real.
So I mean, I refuse to believe it's real because my Microsoft E3 stream crashed for one specific portion of the show this year. Guess what portion it was? Yep.
I think that's the part that I didn't see as well, actually.
Yeah, so I came on and people were like,
guys.
"Oh my god, it's finally happening! It's got a release date." I'm like, "You must be lying because I didn't see it." So
I don't believe it.
I still don't know if this will actually be a great game after all this build up and everything and all the hype people have gotten for it. But
yeah, that's the one thing I'm worried about as well.
because at the end of the day, it just seems to be a game except with a cool art style and aesthetic.
Yeah.
But in terms of gameplay, I don't know if it's ever really looked like it's going to have a lot of clout.
I suppose we can wait and see, but...
What's it coming out for as well? Is it Xbox One exclusive still? Or...
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I'd assume it is.
Because it's the one they've always trumpeted as like their big indie game, even years ago. But,
all those years ago.
Before like Ori came along, and I know Ori's not indie, but it always felt like that was the position Ori took. So.
Yeah, but again, it's one I'll be looking out for. I'm not too sure about purchasing it, but I'll look out for it. Another game is Danganronpa 3, which is this a actual game or is this a remaster?
No, this is an actual game. This is the first time
right.
it's Danganronpa version 3 Killing Harmony. Do you want me to talk about this?
Because she knows the full title.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just knew it was Danganronpa 3.
Yeah, this is the first in the franchise that's going to be developed solely with home consoles in mind, because it was re-released the other on home consoles. It's also on Vita, don't get me wrong, but this one was built for the PS4 when it has that version coming out. Yeah, it's basically going to be similar to the first two Danganronpa games, if you're not familiar with that. Do you want me? School life, class trials, you basically solve a murder. It's murder. It's basically visual novel gold, am I right, Slazo? High schoolers, murder.
Phoenix Wright, but more weeaboo, and then throw Battle Royale in there.
Yeah, exactly that. Basically, Danganronpa version 3, as far as I know, the big new thing is about mass panic debates.
Don't ask me, mate. I don't keep up with Dangan.
Mass panic debates, as far as I know, that's going to be like multiple characters will be talking over each other, and then you have to find the correct statement and sort it all out. That's one of the new little mini games they're doing. As well as something's returning. I'm trying to think what's returning.
It's Monokuma. It's usually Monokuma.
No, it's not Monokuma.
Oh no, something. No, wait, shit. That's the anime. Ignore me. Ignore that.
Well, I mean, there are some characters returning. That is.
Oh, are there? I thought that was only in the series. Oh, okay.
I think there is, to be fair, because 2 set up. So 2 and 1 have some combo characters. There's characters from 1 and 2 in this, isn't there? I thought that was how they were building this up.
I know it's Monokuma, but I don't know.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I know. I remember the panic thing. I'm trying to think. There's something return. Rebuttal showdowns. That's what's returning. They were in number 2. No.
I haven't played 2.
You basically had to debate with one particular character as well. Basically, it was very Phoenix Wright. To be saying anything, you have to spot out their contradiction. That wasn't in 1, but it was in 2. But it's going to be in 3 as well. I always liked it because it did make me feel like I was playing Phoenix Wright. Not gonna lie.
That's how I originally sold this game to you way back when. It's Phoenix Wright, but
yeah, and pretty much now I'm like, fuck Phoenix Wright. All I want is my Danganronpa. I need the weeaboo-esque of this. I'm looking really forward to this. I probably aim to get it on PS4. I think. I'm not sure. The thing is, like I said, it is going on console.
I mean, you want your mum to walk in on you playing this game. I know how you reacted with Steins Gate.
Yeah, well, it's not like it's actually walked in. It wasn't weird like that. It was more if actually walked past my room and thought I was learning Japanese because all she could hear was Japanese.
Learning Japanese? I think I'm learning Japanese. I really think so.
I mean, I'd love to speak Japanese, but I had subtitles on.
Oh, mother, it's not what you think. It's innocent. Look, there's nothing lewd at all.
I thought you said there's nothing lewd at all.
I did as well. I was scared. I just can't decide whether... I mean, I did like it on my Vita and everything, but then I always do prefer... I'm more of a home console person if I had the choice. But, I don't know. I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be great. And if you haven't played the other Danganronpas, get to it. Basically, Squiggy. That's aimed at you a little bit.
Okay.
And my dog is also on my side.
1 and 2, because Ultra the Spare Girls is an entirely different game. So it's still cool, but it's
more
not...
interesting.
It's still cool, but I think it's an RPG as opposed to the Phoenix Wright I like 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I'll think about
it.
Really I've got enough games to play, guys. Come on.
I mean, I don't know. You can always buy more.
One more, mate.
And then you
What's
can buy
one more?
ours as well.
Yeah.
What?
Buy me Destiny 2.
No?
Worth a try.
Sweet cheeks. Anyway, next game.
Oh, go on then. Since you put it like that, go on then. How many copies do you want, Laura?
Just the one for me, please.
Okay.
Wow, thanks, Laura. Jeez.
Ah,
Priorities there. Next game is Fire Emblem Warriors, which is like Hyrule Warriors, but set in the Fire Emblem.
It's a Fire Emblem Muso, except by Fire Emblem we mean Awakening, Fates, and Marth, because old Fire Emblem games, nobody played those. Those are... Oof. You'll be telling me there were games before Awakening next, and that's crazy. I mean, I'm cool with it. Fire Emblem in many ways feels like it would suit the Muso format better than Hyrule and Zelda, so I think...
that seems like you're clutching a little bit there to me.
No, I agree with that.
It's more like Fire Emblem is a universe essentially about samurai fighting each other, whereas Hyrule is a story about a kid in a green hat with a sword. So, I feel if you were going to say, let's adapt one of these into a game where you kill hundreds and thousands of enemies...
I get your point. You made it clear. You're right.
I haven't actually seen a whole lot of in terms of like how the gameplay breaks down though, so how it actually plays out and what the difference between this and Hyrule and Dragon Quest and all the other Muso games you can buy is, who knows? But I'm sure it'll be fun. The release date's a bit weird though, because in Japan it comes out in September, so up against Pokken. Over here it comes out in October, so up against Mario. It's like I thought this was going to be November or December, because then it didn't have to fight things, but...
That's some nice competition it wants.
Yeah, I don't like Nintendo could have set this out like one a month, so I don't really know why they're stacking it all into one bit.
Well, we'll soon see if it pays off. Proof is in the pudding, innit?
In it. Next is South Park: The Fractured But Who?
Oh my god, it's finally happening.
It is.
To be fair, they made that joke at E3.
Yeah, it should be good. Let's go for it. Let's hope it comes out.
Should be good. Yawn.
It's the thing is, I don't know what else to say about it. Like the first one was kind of like.
I still need to play the first one because I keep assuming it was going to be on PS Plus, or because they were going to remaster it.
Yeah, wasn't there a bundle deal coming to do with its launch?
At one point, you were going to be able to pre-order it and get it on PS4, and who knows if that ever got honoured or if that's ever a thing that's happened. Because I really want to play the first one, and I thought it was coming to PS4. And this is the part where I look at like people in the comments tell me it's been on PS4 for months, and I've not realised.
Probably. I'm going to be honest. That sounds like something you would do.
That sounds like a Slazo thing. But yeah, I'm excited for this. As I say, I really want to play the first one as well, but I feel like they did a good job. It's weird to say like it's a cool follow-up to Paper Mario, but because of the way the combat plays up, it's a cool follow-up to Paper Mario, but with like an elongated episode of South Park instead. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I would love to play it if I get a chance, but I want to play the first one first.
That's fair.
I've still not played any of them.
I agree with the sentiment of Slazo, to be fair.
Next game is Sonic Forces, which is a Sonic game, which Slazo knows more about.
Sure, it's 3D Sonic, so it has nothing to do. So basically, don't treat Sonic Mania's success as having any influence on this game whatsoever. But now you can make your own Sonic OCs. So hey, man, you can. Not only is Sonic going into the dumpster fire, now you can put your own trashy creations into the dumpster fire as well. Alternatively, it could be one of those rare 3D Sonics is actually good, so hey, who knows. I feel Sonic is more comfortable with what it is nowadays, of like, you've got the 2D Sonic now, which they've accepted can just be...
2D Sonic.
Like, they've accepted, like, maybe they're not the best at making them, so they get people who are better at making them in, and that's kind of... That ship's righted itself in many ways, with colours and generations and Mania, but 3D Sonic kind of like, especially if you look at the way they do Humor now and Sonic Boom and on the Twitter account, I don't know, like it feels like I don't know if they'll try and do a serious game or whether they'll lean more into the jokey style of it all, but I'm more excited for Sonic Forces than I have been for a lot of 3D Sonic games. And even if it's a train wreck, we'll have fun jokes about it. I
don't think it can be as bad as...
It can't be Sonic 06 or Boom.
That's what I'm going with.
It can't be.
Hopefully, it'll be like decent-ish. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel, as I say, I feel they're more comfortable with what Sonic is nowadays, so it's probably going to be a bit better than some offerings, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And finally, Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
They keep saying this is coming out in 2017, and I don't believe them, but they've stuck resolutely to their guns with this, so we'll see. I mean, it's the only real big JRPG coming out at the tail end of this year. It was the only really big JRPG at E3, because pretty much everything else got shafted. Kuni 2 got shafted, Kingdom Hearts 3 got shafted, so, yeah, Xenoblade. Yeah, I mean... You're right, Laura. Are you actually able to talk?
No.
Good. Choking on a Kit Kat.
Oh.
Still.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird, because I still haven't properly played the first or X, despite owning them both and being excited for them both, and I really don't know why they've gone with the more chibi art style and the more anime female protagonist, but we'll see. Like, it's always been good for gameplay, and people really love the franchise, so to see it get one more game, and I assume this is the last in the series, so yeah. I mean, this could be a surprise hit for the Wii U in a good way. Wii U?
Wow.
Oh, what a blunder. Oh, no. Yeah, this could be a surprise end-of-year hit and success story for the Switch. If it comes out this year.
If it comes out this year. And that rounds up the games. There's 2 bits of hardware coming out.
Oh god, it never ends!
Then we're done. So the first one is the Nintendo Classic Mini, the SNES.
Can't believe it's the mid-release again. Those son of a bitches.
I've completely forgotten about this, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, limited release. But I like the rewind thing they've announced for it now.
Yeah, that's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, so like, if you're playing a particularly hard game, you can, like, so for an action game like Super Mario World, you can rewind up to 40 seconds. If it's an RPG, it's a bit more lenient, so Super Mario RPG's on there, and I think you can rewind 3 minutes in that. I think that's cool. I've never used rewind in gaming, because I think it's a coward and a cheater's way out, but...
I've used it in... there's a racer game I used it in.
Yeah, I bet you have, Laura. It's in Forza.
What, Forza 6?
It's in several Forza games, I'm pretty
it's
sure.
in Horizon.
Yeah.
I haven't used it in Horizon, I've used it in 6, I think.
You have. But,
I hate haters.
I mean, I think this is pretty cool that you're getting this. So, yeah. I mean, like, both this and the NES Classic Mini are things I'd be interested in owning if Nintendo were willing to let people buy them. But that's crazy talk. Buying products. Man, who does that? That's so 2015.
Yes.
Yeah,
I forgot.
I feel denied. And the other piece of hardware that I hope...
come out of your account and you're going to be like, wait, what? And it's just going to be sitting...
I would have remembered when it like said, oh, this is coming out this week. But, yeah, I'd forgot.
Are you going to stick with it, or do you reckon you're going to not bother?
I'll probably stick with it. Why not? And the thing is, though, the way the NES Mini went is... If I don't like it, I can probably sell it for a profit because of how expensive NES Minis were selling for.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've not really lost out. In theory, if I enjoy it, then I'll get my money's worth from it. If I don't, then I'll sell it. Yeah. Slazo, do you want to buy a SNES Mini? I know I've got a good price.
Oh man, we'll see.
There we go, sorted. That was easy. And finally, the Xbox One X. Project Scorpio.
Ending how we began.
Yes, it was quite good, that, wasn't it? Didn't have anything planned like that, but we did that.
I mean, 450 quid. I just can't get over that. I mean, are people really willing to spend that much on a midway system? Because it's not even like a brand new system, no matter how much Microsoft might try and sell it like that. It's a midway upgrade.
That's the thing, and like, games are going to have to work on the Xbox One and the Xbox One X, so it's not like... It's not that you're going to see the full benefit, like they say 4K, but the Xbox One S outputs in 4K.
Yeah.
So it's like, it might not do 4K 60 frames per second, but it still outputs in 4K, and games have still got to... Even upscaling a 1080 game to 4K would work. that way,
Yeah.
and it's like there's no big selling point for it for me.
But it's compatible with all Xbox One
Accessories.
peripherals and games, accessories.
Yay!
When that should have been selling point. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
To be fair, I still remember when they announced that. I was like, "Oh man, that's cool. They're making it compatible with everything from the original Xbox." Oh, they made their own. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it meant that as well because that's when they announced all the Xbox backwards.
Because people were cheering. I was like, "Oh, that's really cool! If like you can play all your old Xbox original games on it." But no.
No, don't be silly.
What a fool I was.
I know, you idiots, Slazo.
Yep. But hey, I mean, like, thanks to them announcing the Xbox One X and the price point and everything, I am now the proud owner of an Xbox One S. So, springs and roundabouts.
I like my S. Yeah, it's not something for me. They've said that pre-orders are fastest selling pre-orders for an Xbox console, but they've never actually released any sales figures.
I mean, like, it's not like it had... I mean, its competition was the Xbox original when Microsoft had no track record in consoles.
The 360,
the 360
which was sold out everywhere.
Yeah, and they still didn't have the greatest rep at that point. And then you had the Xbox One, which was coming off the terrible reveal, and the PS4 absolutely killing it in the build-up. So...
But apart from that...
Yeah, but apart from that... But is it out better selling than Kinect's pre-orders?
Kinect's still a sore point. Let's not talk about Kinect. Kinect is still a sore point, Slazo.
Yeah, it's in the trash can along with your PSVR, right?
To be honest, I think my Kinect lasted longer.
Wow.
Mainly because I was lazy.
Wow.
And like to go Xbox on, Xbox
this
off.
This is such an insight into Squiggy.
Yeah, just me lying on my bed with my VR headset on. Xbox on. Why is my VR headset not working? And then not being able to find the controller from my PlayStation, so just
Xbox sell PSVR.
You will get £210. I'll take that. Done.
Oh my god!
But yeah, so Xbox One X. None of us are going to get it, like we said at the start of the show, and that brings us perfectly to the end of the show.
99. I've got 99 problems,
and a podcast is one because I've got to edit this and upload it.
So you've got to edit this. Like, when have you edited? Like, you add the intro. There you go. That's the editing.
It's about timing, Slazo. I've got to get the intro exactly spot on for this perfect.
Wow.
Nope. Because we're such professionals when we do this, there's never anything to edit out.
I keep getting disconnected. I thought that's why.
Nah, we just carried on without you. In fact, you could really tell. If Squiggy hadn't mentioned it, you'd never have noticed.
Yeah, but I was going to ask you a question, and that's why I had to say it. Laura.
Yeah, we were talking about FIFA when you disconnected, which was like, good timing, Laura, thanks.
Yeah.
Now I have to carry a FIFA conversation. God.
Yeah, you did well.
This is all still in the podcast, isn't it?
Yep.
Whoops.
Yeah, this is still in the podcast, yep. Just keeping it all in now. I might edit it
Yeah,
out.
man, this is it, kids. This is how it ends.
But this has been episode 99 of the Party Chat Podcast. You can follow us all on our Twitter accounts. I'm at Jody Squires. Slazo is at Slazo King. Laura is at Law. And we will see you next week for the final episode.
Yeah, very special episode 100. Look forward to it.
Very special. Very, very... We look forward to our future plans for me and Slazo. Laura has a week to come up with the best plan.
Laura has future plans. I don't know.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure. Episode 99. We will see you all next week. Goodbye.
Take care.
Thanks.
For the memories.